fellow hobbyists, collectors, and Predaheads alike, welcome back to my channel, Predator Collectibles. Now, if you're new to this channel, this is where we talk about anything and everything from the Predator franchise, from action figures, comic books, statues, prop replicas, and I hope that you'll like my content and you'll stick around. If nothing else, I want to first state that this review is on the Funko Dorbz line, and all three Predators are now in part of my collection. The masks from Hot Topic exclusive, the 5,000 pieces, and also the Toys R Us exclusive glow-in-the-dark one too. Now, before I get into that, I do have a t-shirt that I just recently added. I know I haven't done that in a while, mainly because t-shirts can go between $25 to $30 a piece. So I've been trying to get more t-shirts, but they're just kind of expensive right now. The t-shirt that I do in fact have is the Predator, the animated series parody from Batman, the animated series, and I really wish this was a real thing. I mean, I wish that either the Predator made an appearance in Batman the Animated Series or there was an animated series regarding the Predator. So leave me a comment down below what you would think of an animated series with Predator in it. Now, I know a lot of people don't necessarily like collecting Dorbz, and that's perfectly fine. The more the merrier for me. They'd rather focus on the pops. It's understandable. But for me, it just allows me a much more opportunity to obtain the Predator figures that I want. So for example, I thought the masked Hot Topic exclusive Dorbz figure that's limited to only 5,000 pieces would be snatched up like that, but it was still readily available, waiting for me to make a purchase on it. So I do have it in my collection along with the Toys R Us exclusive glow-in-the-dark version as well. What we're going to be looking at is, in the order of release date, we'll be looking at the regular one first. So right off the bat, you do have, as I always say, the box is in simplicity. You have the front and back windows, which I really do like a lot. That gives you the condition of what the Dorbz is in, whether it is access flashing, bad paint job, something that you may decide on one Dorbz versus the other. This is box number 401, as you can see on the front. It does have the Dorbz Predator on each side of the box, indicating what figure it is in. And I do like, again, as I mentioned before, the front and back windows, where most of the time you get a figure, all you can see is the front window, and then you go up to the figure and the back is just abolished. It's just not what you expect. So I do like that Funko had decided to give you that option to looking at the figure before opening the box. So with the mandibles on this Predator figure is that you'll notice that they've actually sculpted the mandibles as a side item and sculpted the body and the head separately. So they do a lot of this in the movies. So if you look at these pictures of Predator 1, Predator 2, and also Aliens vs. Predator Scar, they do add the mandibles last when they're sculpting the head and when they mold it too. The mandibles and the skin are added as a separate piece and add an after effect when they're sculpting the head. So that Funko did this, as a movie accuracy, in my opinion, that just means that this is just awesome. To me, as a hardcore Predator fan, I know why they did it, because that's exactly how they did it in the movies. So that's really kudos to Funko for doing it that way. I'm not sure if this would have been harder to mold with the mandibles themselves attached or as a sculpted one piece, as opposed to sculpting them in two pieces. You do see where the mandibles do attach to the face separately, which is fine. And I completely understand why they do that. And I do like that this is an open mouth Predator Dorbz as opposed to its little baby brother, the pint-sized hero. And that pint-sized hero is a closed mouth, open-eyed version of the Predator. So if you'll notice in this particular turnabout where I'm comparing both of them, the pint-sized hero is in fact, with again open eyes, closed mouth, where his big brother, the Dorbz, has a closed eyes, open mouth version. So it's completely different and separate. Although you have more detail on the Dorbz than you do the pint-sized heroes. They are similar in design to both of them, but I do like the variety that you get with both the Dorbz and the pint-sized heroes. So moving on with the glow-in-the-dark Toys R Us version, everything is exactly as it was with the regular one. However, it was casted in a translucent resin to indicate that it's been invisible or cloaked. I do also notice that with the battle damage on its face that they're very small, minute paint of green. Now this is where the glow-in-the-dark comes in. The glow-in-the-dark, because these spots are small, are very, very faint. You would have to hold the Dorbz up to the light for long periods of time to even get a very bright glow out of them. Because of this, it's not as better than most other pops that I have in my collection, and I just think that they probably could have done a lot better job with the paint splatter, put either a little bit more on or use much more glow fluorescent in the paint that they used. But other than that, with its, again, baby brother, the Masked Cloaked, which is a GameStop exclusive pint-sized hero, this is where, again, I like the variety of the masked version pint-sized hero compared to its big brother, the cloaked, unmasked Predator as well. So now we're going to move on to the Hot Topic exclusive Masked Predator from the 5,000 piece limited line. So with the Dorbz Masked Predator for the Hot Topic exclusive, this is a different box because you'll notice the number is 402 as opposed to it being 401. I don't know the significance why the number is different, because it's either a masked or unmasked version, so that's probably why, or simply the 402 indicates that it's from Hot Topic. The box is just as much as it is for the regular and the Toys R Us exclusive one, except for the sticker. Out of the box, the mask is exactly what I expected it to be, as it's supposed to be sculpted, with even much more better detail with the tri-laser housing, the 3 red dots indicating that you will be targeted if he finds you to be a threat and a significant worthy foe, to take your head and to take your spine. Everything is here for the netting, the skulls, the gauntlet, as far as the blades. I just really like this Masked Predator way more than the regular or the cloaked version of these 3 Dorbz. That's why I have the Masked Predator in a pop protecting box. This is where I will have definitely him in a much more better protective case. I definitely will protect all of my Funko products in their respective soft cases. It's just one of those things where I think this is definitely a much more better version of the Dorbz. That's pretty much it for my review. Now, if you do want to see where I got the pint-sized heroes from for the GameStop exclusive, you can see that video right here. I do want to thank you very much again, as always, for sticking around and watching my content. These are very simple reviews as far as the Dorbz and Funko line goes. If you are watching this video for the first time, you'll stick around. I will see you next week, and happy hunting.